I bought the fastest budget gaming setup with budget versions of popular peripherals, and we're gonna be seeing if it can help in competitive. Now, the PC I'm actually using for this competitive setup is actually a PC I've actually used before. It's a pretty solid gaming PC. It's definitely really cheap, coming in at only $450, and it does come with like an entire setup, but definitely not ideal for competitive Fortnite, so we're not gonna be using any of these. But what we are gonna be using is the gaming PC for $450. Getting a gaming PC with an RX 580, which I mean, pretty solid GPU, definitely not the best, but honestly for a $450 gaming PC, it could definitely run Fortnite at about 144 FPS on all low settings at 1080p. And then for the CPU, we have an Intel Core i5-11400F, so definitely a pretty solid gaming PC that could run Fortnite for sure. Is it the best for competitive? That's what we're going to be finding out. But I am pairing this PC with some pretty fast peripherals, so this PC should be able to run competitive Fortnite at a pretty solid performance. If you guys are a fan of RGB, this PC actually has you covered. It definitely has some pretty solid RGB. So you guys can also get like the benefits of a really nice and cool looking gaming PC for a pretty decent price, $450. And now for the peripherals, I picked up like budget versions of the super fast peripheral that are super popular among Fortnite pros. And from what I've seen on TikTok, these budget versions literally perform the same as like the super expensive peripherals do for like 3 times less the money. So hopefully these things are super fast as well. I picked up a mice and a keyboard. First up, we have a Attack Shark mice, which should be a budget alternative to the Logitech G Pro Superlight. I mean, you guys can see the shape and design is almost identical. And this is actually really popular amongst people who want to buy like the budget version. And then for the keyboard, this keyboard right here is a budget version of the Wu-Tang 60HE. And if you guys know the Wu-Tang and its features, there was a new feature with the Wu-Tang, and I'm pretty sure the Razer Huntsman Mini, where there's like a rapid trigger thing in its switches that's just super fast. Well, this keyboard also has it. I mean, and this keyboard right here is called the Win 60HE, which only costs $45 compared to the Wu-Tang, which I believe costs around $180. I've seen a lot of people say this is a really good replica of the Wu-Tang, so for a much cheaper price, let's go ahead and take a look inside. For the most part, the packaging looks pretty nice. Yeah, this thing actually looks really good. And right here is the Wu-Tang budget version. It is a 60% keyboard. I'm pretty sure it also has like the strap that the Wu-Tang has. You guys can kind of see there's this little part where you put in the strap. Yeah, it is inside the box. Here we have it, the strap, which I mean is a super iconic design from the Wu-Tang. So, and then inside we also have like the cables and stuff. Comes with more switches. Comes with a keycap puller. So these things are like screws, and you just kind of just screw this thing in to keep it in place. And then that is 2, and we have the strap installed now. So yeah, really cool. I mean, literally just looks like a budget and identical version of the Wu-Tang. But how good does this thing sound? This keyboard actually kind of reminds me of the Huntsman TE, especially of how it sounds like. Now this keyboard does have, I believe, some type of silver switch, but it does have rapid trigger, so that's literally all we need. I'm pretty sure the actuation point on this keyboard is also really fast, just like the Wu-Tang. Now this thing is a fully plastic build, so for being a budget version of the Wu-Tang, all you're kind of missing out on is the premium build quality. Other than that, for $45, I feel like this keyboard is definitely really reasonable and really fast, so definitely a solid pick. I really like the strap. Now let's move on to this mice, which comes in at $55 as a budget Logitech G Pro Superlight. You're saving about $100 if you guys decide to pick up this mice instead. I'm expecting this mice to be really fast and also really light. This right here is the mice, and wow, this thing is really light. Take a look at like the build. This thing is identical to the G Pro. All you're missing is the Logitech branding, but this is literally the G Pro Superlight. It feels identical to the G Pro. Wow. And I believe this mice is 50 grams, so super light mice. It also has its own software, so I believe you guys could even make this thing faster. I'm pretty sure this thing can go wired and wireless. Yeah, there's a USB dongle in there. Kind of just hard to take out, but yeah, this thing could go wireless, so perfect for a really light mice. Only thing I see that this mice is really different compared to the G Pro is that it's like so much smaller. Like putting it into my hands, This thing is definitely a lot smaller than the superlight, but like the scroll wheels, the click, everything is super identical. So I mean, shout out to the company Attack Shark. They definitely made a really good G Pro superlight replica mouse for really cheap. And I was actually wrong. This thing is 49 grams. I believe the G Pro is like 46 grams. So this thing isn't too much heavier than the G Pro, but it's so much more cheaper compared to the superlight. So yeah, definitely a really solid mice. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this monitor. We have a 180 hertz, 24-inch gaming monitor from Acer. It is their Acer Nitro. I literally cannot even see that letter. Okay, the KG1 gaming monitor, which only costs around $115. And literally just holding the box, this monitor is gonna be really light. It's definitely a really light and small monitor, but it is the cheapest gaming monitor I could find on Amazon. That is also a really high refresh rate. And for only $115, I think I got a pretty solid deal. Monitor actually has like hints of red, fitting like the Nitro theme for Acer. Inside we have a bunch of HDMI cables, the power cables. We have the small stand. It's actually a really easy monitor to actually set up. But me personally, I don't really like the design of this monitor. It just has a really high refresh rate for a really cheap price, which I mean, perfect for competitive Fortnite. Let's go ahead and take out this monitor. Yeah, just like your average monitor, super cheap, has a ton of portability. Now, hopefully the PC could run a pretty consistent 180 FPS, just so we could utilize this monitor fully. But since I do know it's competitive Fortnite, if you use this monitor paired with the gaming PC, there's no way the PC is gonna run a pretty consistent 180 FPS. But having a really high refresh rate monitor is still really good for this setup. Nonetheless, here it is, the 180 hertz gaming monitor. It honestly has a really like bad tilt to it. You kind of just gotta put this thing up, I guess. Now, for only $115, this monitor isn't like the best material. Really flimsy, as you guys can see. But we're just gonna be using this monitor for the 180 hertz screen. And I do like the little hints of red it has. Definitely a really solid gaming monitor for super cheap, like I said. Perfect for like competitive Fortnite. All right, so this is what the budget competitive gaming setup is looking like. Right here, we have a $450 gaming PC that's actually paired with a 180 hertz monitor that costs only $115, so definitely a pretty cheap monitor. For the keyboard, we have a budget Wu-Tang keyboard. I mean, this thing just looks identical to the Wu-Tang. RGB looks really nice as well. For only $45, definitely a pretty good steal. And then next to that, we have the super light and fast mouse. It literally looks identical to the G Pro Superlight. And this thing costs $55 and is super light as well. Now, the max FPS that this PC could actually get is actually pretty good. We're getting at about 220 to 230 FPS. For a $450 gaming PC, we're actually getting some pretty decent frames. It's still well above the refresh rate, so we're still getting the 180 hertz that the monitor has. But as I'm building right now, we're pushing at about 150 to 160 FPS. And oh my God, bro, this mouse is actually as light as the Superlight. This thing is just like super light. It has some amazing glide as well. I definitely need to get used to it. This thing is definitely super light. I'm actually surprised this thing is only $55, considering how light and how fast this thing really is. And if you guys can hear the keyboard, obviously this thing is just like really nice sounding. But apart from the sound, this thing is also pretty fast. Everything is super responsive. Like the feel of this keyboard definitely feels like the Apex Pro. Like with this setup, you should be able to play competitive Fortnite pretty easily. I'd say the biggest problem is the PC, but you guys can upgrade the PC with years to come. The peripherals are definitely really good. All right, so we're gonna be playing this Lantern Fest Cup. Let's go ahead and see how good we can do in this cup using just this budget competitive gaming setup. And now if you guys take a look at the max FPS we can get in game, it's actually pretty good. We're getting at about 210 FPS, but the only problem is it's super inconsistent. Right now we're dropping down to around 130 FPS as I'm literally just looking at different parts of the map. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and see how good we could do in this cup. Hopefully this PC doesn't get like crazy frame drops or anything like that. All right, there's one person landing with us. There's one person. Okay, he just dipped. Never mind. And now that I actually landed in, I definitely noticed that the frames aren't as consistent. We're dropping down to around like 90 FPS right now. Hopefully when I get into a fight or something, it doesn't really drop. There's someone here. Cracked. 200. Let's go. All right, first kill of this cup. So far, we're doing decent. The only problem is we're actually getting some decent frame drops. It's not too much, but it's definitely noticeable. I also got to turn down my sensitivity a little bit. The DPI on this mouse is just kind of high. All right, there we go. Top 50. We're actually doing not too bad. Like, at least I'm alive right now still, so we're doing a pretty decent job. And then also, this PC isn't getting as much frame drops now. And we got top 49. Apparently, you get like a bunch of placement points, so top 48. It looks like we get like 1 point for every placement. We're getting like 3 placement points right now. I see someone. We're gonna kill this guy. Hopefully I don't die. I need this kill, low key. There's 2 people right here. There's 2 people, hold up. 17, dead, okay, nice. Right here. Full box. Let's go. Perfect. We got 3 kills. And I actually like the keyboard a lot. It definitely feels pretty fast. And I mean, the sound of the keyboard is also really, really good. Now the only, oh, what the? Oh, I missed. No way. 27? The mouse is literally so light. It's actually kind of throwing me off just because of how light this thing really is. Please do not get any frame drops. I should be fine if I just don't get any frame drops. Oh my. Perfect, another free kill, I'll take that. Like, this setup is actually doing pretty good. I mean, honestly, I feel like everything besides the PC is really good for this setup. But I mean, this is the only PC that you could really get for a good price and has decent performance. We're running at about 110 FPS, 120 FPS, which I mean, you guys can kind of see it's working out pretty well in this like cup right now. We're just getting like a ton of placement points right now. We have already 34. I just want to find more kills. I just actually want to find more people to kill, low-key. Ooh, I hear fighting. Let's go. This keyboard actually reminds me of like the Apex Pro. It definitely feels like it. It feels really responsive and fast, that's for sure. Oh my. $13. Crack. 200. Let's go. Oh, this guy had mad good loot. Let's go. That's perfect. For some reason, I'm just lagging. I'm not too sure why. Back out. Perfect. Oh, that's, what the? Drop. Oh, he's taking everything. This guy's actually taking everything. I got chill. I'm lagging. That's not good. I'm at 30 ping. Okay, I'll take 19th place for the first game. Okay, so I went ahead and went on to ranked reload, which should help us with our FPS just because this PC definitely runs reload a lot better than Battle Royale. And if you guys take a look, this thing is definitely running a lot better. We're pushing at about 220 FPS in reload. And in that skin cup before, we were at about 120 FPS. So we did get around a 80 FPS increase, so definitely pretty good, which definitely helps us play on this setup a lot better. And now I'm actually not lagging, so I can finally utilize this keyboard. 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. And yeah, we're still running at about 210 FPS actually. Wait, that's actually pretty good. It's actually so much more playable now. Wait, hold up. 30, 50, 26. Hello there. GG's. This mouse is actually like really light, I'm not gonna lie. It literally feels identical to the superlight, literally identical. I gotta get used to like lighter mice just because I don't play on like super light mice like the superlight. Full box? Oh, no, full box. Oh, what the? This keyboard is actually really responsive. I barely clicked on like my 4 key, which I think was my healing. I just started healing right in front of this guy. I literally just started healing right in front of this guy. Like, this thing is literally as responsive as the Apex Pro. I barely touched the other key and I literally just went to the healing. Okay. All right, we're gonna stop dying, right? All right, lock in. Time to lock in, guys. Oh crap, I can't lock in with this guy right here. Full box. Crack. Dead. Oh, what the? Yeah, running reload is like so much better than Battle Royale. I'm literally not worried about like my frame drops anymore because we're running at a pretty consistent 140 in game. Edit. I took that. He's gonna edit out. I missed. Full box. 40. Crack. Dead. I'm surprised I didn't take that wall first try. No way. Crack. There we go. There we go. I was about to say, like, if that guy survived... Oh, wait, there's another guy. Dead. 40. 10. No way. There we go. There we go. Perfect. This guy's like a complete AI. Oh. Right here. 200. Yeah, this thing is having like the same effect that the Apex Pro has on me, where everything is just so fast for me to comprehend. Like the keyboard is actually that fast. Literally a budget gaming keyboard being that fast. Bro. There we go. Oh my. Join this, why not? 200, perfect. I'm literally taking the wall first try. Edit. Full box. Oh my. Oh, I almost just sewed. I almost just sewed. Hold up, hold up, hold up. 200. He's dead. Wait for it. He's dead. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my. Oh my God, bro, this keyboard. Let's go, bro. GG's.